The role of the ego in modern society. Now, let's turn our attention to a word that's thrown around quite a bit these days: the ego. We often hear it being used to describe someone who's a bit too full of themselves. You know, that person who never misses a chance to talk about their latest achievement or show off their new car. But in the world of psychology, and according to Alan Watts, the ego is more than just an inflated sense of self-importance. Picture your ego as your own personal press agent. It's there, constantly spinning stories about who you are, what you've done, and why you're so special. It's what makes you feel like the star of your own movie, separate from everyone else's. And boy, does it love to take center stage. Watts even said, the ego is a social institution with no physical reality. The ego is simply your symbol of yourself. It's a construct, a representation of ourselves we've been conditioned to believe in and nurture. According to Watts, it's the ego that's at the heart of our feeling of separateness. It's what makes us think we're these solitary beings, battling it out in a world that's separate from us. It's what keeps us up at night, worrying about how we stack up to others, or whether we're living up to the image we've created for ourselves. In today's society, we're often told that a strong ego is a good thing. It's what makes us ambitious, gives us the drive to succeed, and helps us carve out our own unique place in the world. But Watts warns us that there's a flip side to this ego-driven life. When we let our ego run the show, we end up living in a world of division and conflict. We get so caught up in our own story that we lose sight of our connection with others and the universe. It's like we're all on our own little islands, forgetting underneath the surface we're all part of the same ocean. Now, you might be thinking, but isn't a certain amount of ego necessary? How can we achieve anything without it? It's here that scientific studies converge with Watts' philosophy. Consider one fascinating research by psychologists, which found that individuals who are constantly chasing after ego-boosting achievements often report high levels of stress and anxiety. In this study, participants were asked about their daily activities, goals, and general state of happiness. The results? Those who were driven by ego-based ambitions, like gaining recognition or outperforming others, consistently reported higher stress levels and lower satisfaction with their lives. It seems that the pressure to uphold a certain image, to constantly validate one's worth, takes a significant toll on emotional well-being. On the other hand, practices that help us step back from our ego, like mindfulness and meditation, can lead to greater happiness and well-being. This too is supported by a wealth of psychological research. One meta-analysis of over 20 studies found that mindfulness practices not only reduce stress and anxiety, but also boost empathy and improve relationships. It's almost as if Watts was onto something. In the following sections, we'll look at how the ego plays out in everything from identity politics to our quest for likes on social media. We'll also explore how cultivating self-awareness and empathy can help us see beyond the illusions of the ego. And we'll share some practical steps for how we can start to experience that sense of interconnectedness that Watts talked about. So, ready to journey beyond the confines of the ego? Let's dive in.